What is up, people? We are in Drumheller, Alberta, because we want to see some dinosaurs, I think. That's why we're here, right?
Uh-huh.
We want to adopt a new pet dinosaur, so we came to the only place we could think of. So we had 5 days of holiday booked for the weekend after we were going to hang out with my parents in Saskatchewan. We were originally going to go to Waterton, which is like super south Alberta, mountains and lakes and all that kind of stuff. And about a week ago, we started looking at the weather forecast for when we were supposed to be there, and it wasn't looking like it was going to be really nice. So just on one of our morning walks, we started brainstorming, well, what if, if it's not nice there, what would we do if we stayed home? What would we do if we didn't want to go all the way down to Waterton just to get rained out? We started coming up with like this list of things that we would do around home or little trips that we would take, and it sounded way better than actually going to Waterton. So we canceled our hotel and decided just to do a bunch of other stuff, including today we drove down to Drumheller and we're going on some hike walks, and we're gonna go check out the Tyrrell Museum where they have all the dinosaur fossils, and then we're just gonna drive home. Little day trip down to the dinosaur capital of Alberta. While everybody else was busy making inuksuks on the other side of this hill, somebody was over here making an armchair. Not really. It's made of rocks, so not really. One of the craziest things about this place so far is how often the type of rock changes and like the scenery. So like just a second ago we were over on this like kind of black blue rock, and then we moved on to this kind of shale, kind of almost like burnt orange colored rock. Now we're standing on like beige, and then just like on the other side of that there's like green. Friggin' cacti in Alberta. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have known that?
So we just finished climbing down, and that was a little bit interesting because the rocks like to slide out from underneath your feet. Both of us kind of half went down on our butts, but we made it. So now we're down in the valley here. We're on our way back, and we're just trying to figure out which paths connect and where we can go where there are no paths. Just make sure we get back safely. And we're back at the top. Definitely got the blood pumping on the way up. So we just got back to the car, and I think it's time for us to go explore the city of Drumheller. And now we're in downtown Drumheller. We're gonna go see if we can check out some shops, maybe grab something to eat, and see what Drumheller is all about. So to be completely honest, we've done a once-over of downtown Drumheller. There's really not a whole lot going on. We went by a couple of realty places, a vape shop, and goblins and such. A tabletop gaming store that actually kind of looked cool. But other than that, really not a whole lot as far as shopping and stuff goes. So we just got finished having dinner, I guess, at Ivy's awesome kitchen and bistro. And the name didn't disappoint. It was pretty awesome. Great experience. It's like 5 o'clock right now and everything is closing down, which for someone who comes from a big city is like such a weird thing. Like all the shops are closed. The restaurant that we were just at was just closing down as we were leaving. So odd. It just like, it suddenly becomes kind of a ghost town and the sun is still up and everything. Weird. How was your dinner?
I'm full. It was so good. I'm like uncomfortable almost.
So we're on our way back to the car, and then I think it's time to go to the Tyrrell Museum and meet some dinosaurs. I've always wanted to meet a dinosaur, so here we go. Crazy, this dude was found all as one piece. So nobody like put this together. This whole entire head was found as one giant fossil. You're an archaeologist now.
Nailed it.
Where did they find dinosaur bones?
White Mud Creek.
And why is that special?
Because we walk there all the time.
Now every time we go walking, we're gonna look for dinosaur bones. Did it bite you?
I cut myself.
Found the wild ginger. So we just got out of the Royal Tyrrell Museum. What an awesome experience that was. I used to come here every couple of years when I was a kid. Like a lot of young kids, I was super into dinosaurs. I had the little action figure dinosaurs that I would play with and that kind of thing. So coming here was always so awesome, and they've done a really, really great job of keeping it updated. They've got some new sections that are really, really cool. Even as an adult, they just keep you so engaged and make you want to read everything that they wrote. One of the coolest things about places like this is finding out things that you just had no idea about. For example, how many fossils actually are found right here in Alberta, and the fact that Alberta millions and millions of years ago was essentially a tropical rainforest, and then millions of years before that it was like an ocean here. Literally, some of these rocks here in Drumheller used to be coral reef. And looking around and thinking, that actually used to be where fish were swimming. Crazy stuff. Anyway, if you can't tell, we had a really good time. Big shout out to the Royal Tyrrell Museum. Every time that I've ever come here, it's been kind of a new experience. And like I said, they really make you want to stop and read, whereas I know some museums, it's a little tough to get through. But this was like, not like that in any way, shape, or form. Whoever does the putting together of all this stuff is incredible at what they do. But we've got a 3-hour drive to get home, so let's head home. And we made it. It's like 12:08 a.m. right now. We're both really tired. We're going straight to bed. Thanks so much for watching. If you had fun, make sure to tap the little thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you want to know every time I post a new video. Make sure to hit the little bell button, otherwise it'll only tell you sometimes. And I'll see you next time. Hey, Chewie. You're cute.